What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're in for 4 decent counters to uncollected Mr. Fantastic. Just a disclaimer, I believe Mr. Fantastic, you could probably get him down with just about any champion, but for those of you guys who are having trouble, I'll show you guys what to look out for. So those two nodes, basically you get a power sting debuff once you cross a bar of power, and if you get any buffs on you, once they expire, get nullified, whatever, once they're gone off of you, Mr. Fantastic gets 5% power. So as you can see, that one node, I got the power sting, so if I use a special attack, as you can see, I lost 8,482 health, which is a nice chunk of health. So that's the power sting. Also, during his special attacks, he will be completely unblockable, and when he throws his SP1, you will get a taunt and a fate seal debuff on you. So yeah, so that will add to his ability to evade. So the more debuffs there are on you or on him, I believe, he gains a 5% chance to evade. So as you can see right there, with those two debuffs, he would have 10%. If he threw his SP1 and I had three debuffs, I would have, he would have 15% chance. But incinerates are fine, any damaging debuff is fine, and right there, I don't even know what happened. But yeah, his specials are also completely unblockable as a defender, because he will not be able to use his persistent charges. So as long as Mr. Fantastic doesn't use any of his persistent charges, which will be when he's a defender, his special attacks will be completely unblockable. So watch out for that, because I was recording and I got caught off guard because evaded the first part and the beam, and yeah, still got hit in the face. Alright, so we're going to start with Archangel. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw this coming, but Archangel does fantastic for this because guess what? Parry heavy, man. You don't have to worry about using special attacks. You don't have to worry about non-damaging debuffs, because bleed and poison are both damaging debuffs. I do have resonate on currently, or at least when I recorded this. I took it off for the next couple fights, but it does cause him to evade once. So keep in mind, if you are running resonate, that will be one of the downsides of running it. Alright, so I believe yeah, Mr. Reese will be a little interesting on defense, but overall he shouldn't be too bad. What I like about him is that as long as you're knowledgeable about his abilities, he should be okay. Alright, but yeah, Archangel, I feel like I got pretty unlucky. Also, I am not running full deep wounds. I don't even have a single point in deep wounds currently. So yeah, this could have been a lot faster. Like the blades could have stuck on for a little bit longer, which would cause me to be able to poison him more, and therefore get more neurotoxins, etc. The other thing is that whenever you trigger Dex, because of the way that Dex currently works, it would actually trigger his node where he gains power twice. So instead of gaining 5%, he will actually gain 10% power. Alright, and yeah, Archangel made quick work of him. And that Domino with the Massacre and Red Hulk synergy is also awesome, because you get that insane stun duration. So while he's stunned, he won't be able to evade. Another thing that's pretty cool about Domino is that she has that random chance to get a perfect block to mitigate damage. As you guys know, or as you guys can see, I did start this fight with less than full health, around 40% I believe I started with. But the important thing is that the stun is long enough that you can land a heavy and not have to worry about his evade at all. Not to mention that Domino gets like double damage or like triple damage because of how the synergy works. But yeah, so far easy game. I believe I go for 2 more heavies and then he goes down. Alright, so 1 more heavy, and yeah, he goes down. Next up, another strategy you can use is if you have a Star-Lord, and so this is my rank 3 Star-Lord. I believe he was like SIG level like 80 or something like that. But again, rank 3, so not usually what I would play with. Usually I use rank 4, rank 5. But what you're going to want to do is bring in his whole perfect block team. And instead of using Agent Venom for one of these synergies, you're going to want to bring in another Star-Lord. And the reason for that is because you get another 2 perfect block synergies. So instead of having 25%, you end up getting 30% by bringing in extra Star-Lord. So the team, I believe, is Star-Lord, Drax, Gamora, Star-Lord, and if you want, you can bring some other champion. A lot of the paths really aren't tough. You could probably do it all with just Star-Lord as well and be completely fine because of the high perfect block chance. As you can see, you can get in a 4-hit combo right before the stun wears off. You can do medium, and then a 5-hit or a 4-hit combo, however you feel safest. If you want, you can land a heavy. It is important to note that you will want to bait SP2s instead of the SP1, just because when you're baiting specials, you end up using or triggering dexterity. And like I said previously, dexterity will cause them to gain 10% power instead of the 5% because of how it works. Not only that, but because you have Furies activating every here and there, that will also add to his power gain. And if you're baiting the SP1, he's just gonna get to the SP1 so often that you're gonna end up getting backed up into a corner. So yeah, try to aim for the SP2s. The SP2 really isn't hard to evade. The first is the melee, then a ranged attack, and then 2 melee hits. So yeah, so the thing about the perfect block team is that it will mitigate a lot of the damage that you would normally take, because 30% of the blocked hits you will take will be zeros. So really nice extra thing on top of the long parry duration. And if I wanted to, I could have just done the special 3 and it would have been fine, but yeah, the extra measure, I just ended up using it pretty late. But yeah, 89 hit combo, and Mr. Reed goes down pretty easily. You will have to focus on your parry timing, make sure it's not off. And for some reason, Star-Lord, at least for me, the reason I would end with a light attack is because I couldn't get the parry right after, so I used a light attack to get a parry after, or just not finish my 5-hit combo. And lastly, you can also use Quake. Bring in the same synergy team, get the perfect block team up, and because you will be heavy and then parry, this will help the parry stun duration on top of mitigating damage loss whenever you go for a parry or for a block, occasionally getting a 0 here and there. And I love his stun animation. It's like he's doing the Bernie. Had to add that. Oh yeah. It's just so funny watching him. Yeah, he's doing the Bernie. Hopefully YouTube doesn't or they don't copyright strike me for this, but I had to add this. Alright guys, but that is pretty much it. If you want, you can run like half suicides. You can even probably run full suicides. Even with the heal block, you'll lose about 20% of your health by the time they bleed. Wears off, I guess. But it should be fine. I believe I saw Dave do Quake, and he ended up with 40% health. Again, he did have a rank 5, but regardless, fight was pretty easy. But yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. If you guys are still having trouble, let me know. But these 4 champions, basically trying to get as long as possible on these stun durations in order for you to get a lot of hits in. But yeah guys, catch you guys in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed and that it helped you out. Take care.
Yeah!